Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 20 of Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode. So today I'd like to get started on some of the creative items actually. Between episodes I've been doing some more quests. I finished out the Ender IO tab. So let's just go ahead and claim the quest rewards for the ones we have. There's still a couple of quests here and there that are missing. However, most of them are done. I did manage to finish out thermal expansion, so that is finished. Nuclear craft is still, I still have to do that one. We're actually dropping loot boxes all over the place here. Yeah, what else did I finish here? Botania, there's a couple more quests done in this. Industrial foregoing, we're waiting on Gaia spirits. So yeah, today I'd like to make some progress towards the creative power cell, and we might even get there, to be honest with you. We're really not missing that much. We have the RTG fuel, we have the resonant frames, we have the solar array controllers. I put in recipes for these. It's really not too bad. These high voltage solar arrays are pretty large crafts. It requires like 3,000 plates of iron or something crazy like that, but yeah, I just used the AE2 to automate all this. I'm just crafting the packages here from the package total. But I have 2 of each. Eventually we're going to need 2 more tier 5s. Or sorry, 4 more tier 5s. And 2 of which are going to be used for the tier 6. I believe that's using the creative vending. Yeah, we need 2 tier 6 controllers. And they are pretty hefty crafts on this. These require tier 5s each, which is like this, and that's the tier 4 there. But for now, since we're not near the creative vending yet, I'm just going to make the 2 tier 5s that we need in order to get the creative power cell. I don't think the creative generator uses one. No, it doesn't. So it's just the power cell we need the solar arrays for. So I have these 2. I have the flux capacitors here, or the energy cores I mean. I have the induction cells and providers. We have those. We have elite platings. We have ultimate ingots. So we're just left with this Anglesite Benitoite, the 2 rainbow generators, and I'm also missing 1 RTG fuel as well. So I got 4 of these RTGs from quest reward, or 3, sorry, and I'm missing the 4th one. Maybe it wasn't a quest reward, maybe it was a dragon lair thing, but I wonder if we can get it from all these loot boxes actually. So I'm going to open a bunch of these, since some of them might be useful. Most of them are just going to be trash though. Angel block, Tesla coil. Right, let me get a storage crate for these. All this junk. Alright, I claimed all the quest rewards here. There's actually quite a lot of them. And this is the total haul. There's not that much useful things at this point in the game anymore. Got some iridium glass, growth accelerators, quite a lot of duplicate items as well. Dragon's breath. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is kind of useless at this point, so most of it I'll end up trashing anyway. I did get 1 Insanium Essence though. At this point I've already got 600 because of my improved production on that. This farm's been running really well. I was up at like 300k, something like that last night, and I just crafted it all into Insanium. I was also doing a bit of building, and I kind of continued this area. It's not finished yet, but it's a start. I decided to just cover up these void ore miners as it didn't really fit with what was the rest of the base, so I think this ties in quite nice. Obviously there's still quite a bit to do. This is just something I'll be updating every so often whenever I have some spare time. Anyways, let's continue working on this creative power cell. So I want to get these 2 crystals out of the way, Anglesite and Benitoite. I don't think it's something I'll fully automate because you need like under a stack to fully finish the game. So we need at least 4 pieces of each for this power cell, but if we're going to make it, we might as well make all that we need. So I counted it out here, and I think I'm going to start with 40. Maybe I'll just double check just to make sure. Right, maybe I miscounted, but the second time I counted I came up with 48. So let's just be on the safe side and make, I don't know, 56. Just to account for any extra I'm not counting for. So we need 56 of each of these, basically. And also 56 of these. But I want to tackle this Benitoite first. The very first thing I think we need to do is kill the Gaia Guardian. So in order to spawn the Gaia Guardian, you have to make these 4 pylons and basically build an arena out for it. These are pretty simple now. We have the mana dust on autocraft. We have tons of this other stuff as well, so let me get this stuff set up and then we'll kill a few Gaia Guardians. Alright, so I don't anticipate any problems with this fight. I set it up out here because I had it set up in there and there was not enough space, so it's moved outside now. I don't anticipate any issues with our draconic armor, although I could be wrong, but we have the OP laser gun anyway, so I don't suspect this taking very long. Anyways, to activate the ritual, you have to right click with a terrestrial ingot, and that should spawn the Gaia Guardian. I'm going to turn this down actually. Quite loud. And yeah, he goes through I think 2 phases, but he's going down pretty quick. There's an annoying phase where he spawns a bunch of enemies and you can't hit him, but oh yeah, he's doing it now. There used to be a way you could cheese this fight by like setting up mob crushers and things like that, but I think they're now immune. I think it got changed or patched, so it's probably quicker just doing it this way anyway, and just killing all the mobs. Anyways, with this, yeah, that should be the end of him. And did we get our spirits? Yeah, we got 8. Cool. So now we can spawn a more powerful version using the Gaia spirit. I think it's the exact same arena. We just have to right click the Gaia spirit rather than the terrestrial, and I think this gives us extra rewards at the end, so I think I'll just kill him a bunch more times and then I'll come back after we do this step. Alright, second Gaia is down. Quick correction, it is a Gaia spirit ingot that you need, not just the spirits, to summon the tier 2 boss. But yeah, I'm going to kill a bunch more of these and then I'll come back and show you the loot as well. Alright, so I've respawned the Gaia a few times, and this is the loot that we got. We got some runes as well, some tier 3 runes actually, which is quite nice. They can be used for crafting some of the flowers we need for the quests, so that'll save a bit of rune crafting. And we also got 64 Gaia spirits from that, which is enough for now anyway. If we have to get more, then we can get more easily. Let's move on to the next step in this Benitoite. Okay, so obviously for this Benitoite, we're going to need a lot of runes from blood magic. These require demonic slates. This one here requires some blank runes, or blank slates, and also demonic. And then we need some ethereal slates as well. So in between when I was just building and things, I've just been loading this chest up with living rock, and I got quite a few runes here. A lot of them are blank, although some of them slipped through and got made ethereal, just because the conduit never pulled fast enough, so I have the filter on ethereal slates just so it doesn't get stuck at the end. However, if we're going to make 56, we're still missing a couple of these, so let's put some of those in there and we'll get the rest of the ethereal slates. Oh, I should remember to turn this on as well. So we nearly even have enough ethereal slates here. We need 56 in total, and then we need some demonic as well. I'm not entirely sure how many demonic, because the demonic is used in the acceleration runes and also the charging runes, so I guess we need 112 demonic. While those runes are crafting, I'm also going to batch craft a bunch of coloured lenses. So I have, I think, most of the materials in my inventory here. I just have to hit this a few times. This can be semi-automated, but it's not worth it for the little amount that we need. It's better just doing this. So I basically have to just hit this 56 times. I already have 8, and yeah, this shouldn't go too bad. So that just leaves the draft of Angelus and also the complex arcane mechanisms. So the thumbnail plates, they're easy. The simple arcane mechanisms, I might have to make some more brass. I don't have a good way of getting brass, so looks like we need 224 pieces even of brass in order to make this, so that might be a bit painful to make, but there, that's 57 coloured lenses, so that's that done. I think for now I'm just going to skip the thaumcraft part, and we'll do everything else first. So let's move on to this draft of Angelus. So I'm going to have to, I think I have all this. I'll have to get some more weak blood shards. This antiseptic This doesn't look too bad, to be honest. We have a really easy way of getting LP in our network now, and we can use time in a bottle. And that's also our ethereal slates done as well, so I'll queue up the demonic ones. Or really just change this filter to demonic. And then if we put in some of the reinforced that we don't need, let's just put in 3 stacks. That should be enough. And that'll charge that up nicely. For this draft of Angelus, we need... I'll start with the plant oil. So 3 stacks of that. 1 stack of bone meal. There, easy. So I just make a stack of this just to make it easy. And then I can just time in a bottle this. And this will be really quick. So what's next then? After that, it's gold nuggets, wheat, mushrooms, sugar. Alright, and that's all the things for the antiseptic, so we can just time in a bottle again. I remember doing this the first time I played this pack, and it took me so long because I didn't have this automatic thing set up for blood magic. I'm so glad I set this up though. It saves so much time. Anyways, this, now we need to get fermented spider eyes, gas tears, pulverized gold, neurotoxin, which requires pufferfish. And for this, we can get regular fish. I think we can transmute this all the way down. Yeah, we can. Although, how do we get this to begin with? I found this resources fisher in my ME system. I'm not sure if this works for fish. It might not. Right, I corrected the placement here. It has to go above the water. But this is really quick with time in a bottle. So I think we can convert all these into regular vanilla fish. And then mana transmute them using Botania. And that should get us all the fish we need. I have 58 raw fish here. I think we transmute it 3 times. With the catalyst underneath. This will get us clownfish, and then clownfish gives you the pufferfish. And more time in a bottle action later. We should have all our neurotoxin. And that just leaves this final step, so I need to get some more blood shards as well. One cool trick with the laser gun is if you hold it in your offhand, and you hold the bound blade in your main hand, you can still get the weak blood shard drops, because it still counts as having the bound blade in your main hand. Similarly, if you do that with a sentient sword as well, you can still get demonic will, and still just one-shot all the Endermen. So this should be pretty quick, and plus I have looting as well, so it should only take 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, I got 58 weak blood shards. You can probably tell by the durability on my laser gun. Didn't take too long though, and I wonder if our demonic slates are also finished. Not quite, I think we still need some more. So we'll let that run still. Oh, what happened to the villagers? That's strange. That's very strange. That's the first time I've seen no villagers in there though. Maybe this got unloaded somehow and they stopped regenerating. I'm not sure. Anyways, it seems to have fixed itself now, so I'll keep an eye on that. But anyways, these 6 materials here should be enough for all the things we need now. So just time in a bottle this for days. I have already 161 hours on this. Hold on, we might have run out of life essence. Alright, put in the blood orb to increase my LP, and the network seems to have fixed it. But yeah, that's that out of the way. So that just... we have all these now. We have the dragon stone. So why don't we work on these 2 runes now? Oh wow, these acceleration runes are going to take a lot of blank slates. I didn't realise these tanks take slates as well. Okay, well, let's put this recipe in JEI and use that. Alright, I just had to take a quick break there, but I put in the recipe for this, and I realised this also takes cakes. So I have this villager here again, just to trade cakes with. I believe I have enough now, but I don't have enough blank runes. I've crafted 10 already, so we need another 46. And I think this is going to tell me we need another, at least 1,000 blank runes, which is... oh no, we're down to 500, so... I have those crafted just now, but in the meantime, I'm trying to make the brass that I need. And for that you need instrumentum, and the pure source of instrumentum I found is these Invar shears. Invar is pretty cheap, so we can just use, it's just iron and nickel. So I'm just melting some of that down and making some brass. And this brass is obviously going to be used for this simple arcane mechanism to make the complex one. Alright, that only took about 5 minutes-ish. I'm just waiting on the last of the thaumium plates in order to make the complex mechanisms. I might have to get some more aqua and ignis crystals, but I have exactly 112 here, which should be enough to get us the 56 we need. So I have the pistons, and there's the plates for the thaumium. There we go, that's 56. I just have to get enough V. I am wearing the suit for the discount, so I'll just have to click this whenever we have enough V in the chunk, basically. And while I'm waiting for the V in the chunk here, I'm just monitoring the blank slate production here. We have quite a few stacks now. I also noticed that we can craft the charging runes that we need. So it's these guys here. We need 56 of these again. So that isn't too bad. 56 demonic slates, we have those. So those will be crafted. So now it's just the arcane mechanisms and the acceleration runes. Alright, I ended up crafting this workbench charger. It was really easy to make. And that allowed me to get the rest of the arcane mechanisms without having to wait on V. However, the runes are still going, so in the meantime, switch over to the Anglesite here. So I noticed this recipe has the singularities in it. We need obviously 56 of these, so I have preemptively set up this drawer just to give us singularities. It just, we basically are just trashing the fluid bits, same as downstairs for making the scrap. And then this gives us singularities. And then we just need to blow these up along with some ender dust. We have all these crystals from environmental tech. They're easy, they're no problem. As for these crystals on the left hand side from Ender.io, it's going to require a bit more setup. So I've started doing that here. I have some recipes, or where is it? Yeah, here. Where I can put in villagers and endermen in order to get these. In order to get these ender crystals, you have to combine a soul vial of an enderman along with a vibrant crystal. So I have this from the soul binder here. Or this creates the soul vial rather, these powered spawners, I have them on capture mode. Then I have recipes in the soul binder here to make the enticing and ender crystal. So the enticing is done, that's automated. And this weather crystal's done, that's just the ender one that we have set up on the soul binder there. Vibrant, that's easy, and pulsating, that's also easy. So we're just left with this prescient crystal, which requires shulker soul vials. So I'll have to set up one more powered spawner with shulkers. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then hopefully by then our blank runes will be finished. Okay, I think I have it set up here. So I have the two patterns here. The first one is just empty soul vial makes the full soul vial, and I just put that in the pattern terminal. And then we set this to push pull. And this is set on capture mode obviously, so if we want a shulker soul vial, we can just order one here. That should send a empty soul vial here. And then the output will just be put back into the interface, and that's how we get our soul vials. And then the other pattern is just the usage pattern for this soul binder. So vibrant crystal plus shulker soul vial equals the prescient crystal, which is what we need for this craft. And that will go in the soul binder interface, just like that. Although we don't technically... Yeah, I should change this recipe to not have the soul vial as the output. Yeah, I'm going to take out the soul vial here on the output so that we can... It doesn't try to craft empty soul vials this way. I want it to be the other way. So it'll just be that as the output. So let's try and put in the recipe for Anglesite in here and let JEI tell us what we're missing. I know we're still missing these 3 crystals here. I'll get to those in a second, but I'm not sure if we're short on anything else, so this will be able to tell us. If we say Anglesite, that's the 2 crystals I know about, and index 0, weather crystals and sentient ender. Weather crystals is a simple fix. We have all the components now in AutoCraft. I can just add this recipe like this and add it to our patterns. This sentient ender is going to take ender resonator. Do I have those already? Looks like I do have ender resonators in AutoCraft. I didn't realise I did, but apparently I do. There's 54 of those. However, I need to make them sentient, which means I need witch. Do I have the witch? Alright, one more powered spawner then. Alright, I've got the exact same thing set up here for the witches. in this one for witches soul vials. I'm just going to cover this up and then we can move on. So I believe the only thing we're now missing from here is the energized clathrates and the resonant clathrates. These only spawn on other planets, so we're going to have to take a few more trips with the rocket. Before we go anywhere though, I just checked the runes and they're now finished, so I think we can get the rest of our acceleration runes. So it was what, 26 we still need? After it calculates. Okay, let's try that again. Should have CPUs this time. Yep, so it's 1,000 more blank slates. Man, this is almost like 3,000 slates I've used today. I'm glad I have this automation. Anyway, so yeah, that's that crafting. We should now be able to get our Benitoite crafted. Alright, let's craft our Benitoite here. So we have the 56 patterns for index 1. And then index 0 will be another 56. I've whitelisted the Gaia spirit for the middle crafting core here. And then if we just put our recipe packages in this unpackager, well, we can do a few at a time. This might take a while to craft anyway, so... Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done all those at once actually. I should have probably put in a recipe for it because this blocking mode's going to put them all in here and it's all going to fill up this core. Actually, yeah, let's stop that before that happens so I can activate that and then take all these back. Yeah, I knew this would happen. Okay, let me fix this. Alright, let's try this again. I have the recipe set up and blocking mode enabled, so we should be able to order 56. And the recipe seems to be working now. We just have to add the Gaia spirits in. So while this crafts, let's try and decide which planet we want to visit next. I kind of want to get that done today. So energized clathrate we can get from Mercury, Kepler 118, Novus, Venus. That seems to be it. So Novus, Venus, Kepler 118 or Mercury. And we also need the resonant one. Is Kepler 119. So there's no overlap between these two. So either way we're going to have to visit 2 planets. So let's just pick Mars and Mercury. Yeah, I'm going to get the spacesuit and stuff ready and fuel the rocket and then we'll visit some planets. Probably set up a digital miner as well on each one. Alright, I believe we are now prepared for our space trip. So I have all the things here I need. I have 2 digital miners. A way to get back via the advanced dislocator. We can craft this now, this is very easy. Some ender chests, anchor upgrades, a way to refuel the rocket, and my spacesuit on. I hope I haven't missed anything here, but I believe we are good to go. So let's just go to Mercury first. Spaceship is fueled. Alright, I'll see you when we're there. It might take a while to load. Alright, we're coming down on this first planet here. I can't remember even what this gives. If it's the energized or the other one. Okay, yeah, we're getting energized here. So let's first set a waypoint. Alright, I've set up the digital miner here. I lowered it from the surface as it wasn't getting any down there. But as we can see, yeah, the clathrate now spawns here. We don't need too much of this, so I'll come back and check on it. I've set the advanced dislocator to here. But for now I'm going to ride the rocket back and then we'll go to Mars, I think. Yeah, I still have to add it to the drawer system as well, but I'll do that when I get back. So I'm going to fly the rocket back and then we'll land on Mars and do the same thing for the energized clathrates. Alright, so we're coming down on Mars now. Can set up the dislocator and the digital miner, and this should give us the ender crystals, or what are they called again? Clathrates. There's the quest for the clathrates then. I guess I'll set it up right here and then put the ender chest down and that will be us done. Alright, the miner's set up. I'm going to take the rocket back to Earth and then we'll craft up the last of the Anglesite. Alright, back safely on Earth. Let's first add the clathrates to our drawer system before we forget. And we have the ender chest fill up. But anyway, that should actually be enough for us to make this Anglesite. So let's import the recipe and see if we're missing anything. I don't think we are though. So we can craft the first index. What about index 0? We're missing the singularity. Oh, I shouldn't have. Yeah, I shouldn't have put that in the recipe since. yeah, this has MBT data, so it's going to mess with the recipe. And also I shouldn't have put that in there either, because that's going to be stuck forever, I think. Alright, you know what, I've messed with this long enough. I think it's something to do with the NBT tags. I'm just going to accept this as lost. It's really not that much material anyway, it's just the crystals, some rich slag and the clathrates, so I'm just going to delete it and forget about this. Alright, so let's finish this episode off with crafting up this Anglesite now. So I have the 56 recipes here. I just have to order these and put in the singularities. And since these only stack to 2, it's easier just putting them in by hand, so I'm just going to do that. And yeah, we'll get all 56 crafted up, and then I think we'll end it here, as we're kind of running out of time. Next episode, for sure, we're going to get this power cell. I'll probably hunt the RTGs in between episodes as well. And then, yeah, we should be able to get this. Maybe we'll start with the rainbow generator, though. Although, maybe I'll do that off camera. That's just a whole bunch of recipes. It's, yeah, I just need to put it all into JAI, basically. So I think I might just do that. And then we'll start next time by crafting up the power cell. Alright, so I'm just waiting on the last 5 Anglesite here, and then that should be it finished. But yeah, I'm going to end the episode here, it's running a bit long. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.